Start off something simple. How does it feel just to have the position group back to some health after the spring you guys went through?
It feels great. Honestly, like, we've been really trying to work at kind of everything individually. It's really hard to do that when we don't have bodies. So kind of going to the training room every day, just trying to get back into it, is something we've been trying to really focus on, just kind of work back into getting healthy and getting going again back on field work.
Being one of the guys that's the most experienced in the room, what's the mentality going into this year in terms of with so many newcomers that you guys have, not just with high school but with the transfer portal as well, how you want to help shape that room this year?
Yeah, getting the system down for sure, because you can't really do anything unless you know what you're doing. And once you know what you're doing, then you can start working on the technical aspect of the game and stuff like that. So once you get that going, learning the system and getting all the calls and just kind of knowing what the quarterback's going to check to, it makes it a lot easier on the field and you don't think as much. So that's been kind of the big emphasis as me as a older guy with the younger guys, just trying to get them to learn the system a little bit quicker.
How much easier is that for you from year one to year two, now that not only, I know you're very familiar obviously with Kalen and his staff, but just being here for the second year?
Yeah, you obviously get more comfortable, with the team and just kind of like coming in, especially with the transfer and everything. Like at first you're kind of weary of like how much you can really get into the different things, but going in the second year, you're a little bit more comfortable, you're a little bit more outspoken, and you're able to just kind of like be a little bit more of a leader and just kind of, I wouldn't say order people around, but just kind of like let them know, give them a nudge, just kind of let them know how DeBoer works and like his whole staff and stuff like that.
How do you feel physically yourself now that fall camp's back underway?
I feel good. I feel great going back into fall camp. I think I'm in a good spot weight-wise and just kind of speed and everything, just kind of getting back into it, getting back into football shape a little bit, because summertime's just conditioning stuff, just competition, building that competitive aspect of yourself. But I think going back into fall camp, you're really trying to get that football aspect back. You don't really do anything with the football over the summer, so I feel good.
What are maybe some of the goals that you've set for this year, things that you've set out to accomplish?
Yeah, I think one big goal that, I think myself and this entire team is working towards is bettering ourselves. And once you give your best kind of every day, then that ends up compounding into something a little bit bigger, like the national championship, which we're chasing. So just kind of go like 1-0 every day, and just kind of those little goals that you set every day for yourself, just kind of focusing on one aspect of your game every day. And if you do that, then you're just going to keep stacking days and getting better.
Who are some of the guys in the room that have stood out to you thus far? I know Coach Grubb obviously mentioned Jay in the spring, but he was about all you guys had at that time, and now you're getting more back into the swing of things.
Yeah, and you said a big aspect of that too. We weren't very good depth-wise going into the spring, and just kind of Jay stepping up. We got Peter Knutson stepping up too, and just taking a whole bunch of reps, and they're also getting comfortable with the playbook too. So it's even better. It's even more helpful for me as well, having other guys to lean on to teach some of the younger guys who came in some of the playbook stuff, and just kind of not only asking me questions but other guys too. And Marshall Pritchard's taking a big step too. Caleb Edwards, super athletic guy. You can tell his route running, his blocking, just kind of getting down the field and cutting routes off really well and just winning one-on-one. So,
Josh, what do you like about playing football?
The game, man. We got routes in here where we're just running up the pipe, up the middle of the field, but we're gonna do it because we have a love for that game, and it's just physicality of football, just kind of bringing everybody together and just seeing other people succeed. That's what keeps me going.
You had to figure this one was coming, but what have you seen out of the quarterbacks, and what do you like about what you've seen?
Yeah, I think all of them have amazing aspects to them in terms of their arms. I think Keelan has great, let's see, what's the word? We used the other day, anticipation. Great anticipation coming off the snap. Just kind of knowing the offense, knowing where people are going to be. And just his pocket presence is just amazing too. We got Ty, obviously the downfield guy, making great throws, extending plays. Austin just throwing darts out there and just kind of making plays wherever he can and trying to get us downfield also. But I think all those guys have grown since spring, since start of fall camp, these first 4 practices. But all these guys are just great.
And you've known, obviously, Austin for a while now. To hear Coach Grubb tell it, that kid's got a howitzer, how true is that?
Yeah, I think he has a high ceiling, a completely high ceiling. I think I think he's a great football player, but I think he's an even greater guy, honestly, off the field too. Like we're hanging out brothers. I mean, brother for life right there. I mean, coming from UW, working through that transfer portal together, just kind of getting through all the adversity that we had here first, but we're coming out of it better, and just kind of our brother is growing.
How hectic was that talked about with Coach Saban leaving and everything else on this end here in Tuscaloosa, but how hectic was that for guys like you?
Yeah, it happened all pretty quick. So just kind of navigating the transfer portal with Coach DeBoer leaving Washington, us having 30 days after the Natty to really make a decision. Like, it all happened pretty fast. I mean, I didn't really take any visits, just kind of showed up one day and was like, hey, Coach Sheridan called me right when I was in the portal, and he was like, boom, we have an opening spot, so if you want to come take it, then you need to sign today. So I was like, no brainer, go ahead, go with my guys, and just kind of showed up and started working.
August 30th, what are you most looking forward to?
These guys, what they put in, all this work, just trying to see that. I mean, what we're really trying to get out is a big investment, like big return on investment. So we're working so hard during fall camp that we really want to see it come out on the field, and that's what I'm really most looking forward to.